again, everybody, and welcome to Riley Stadium for tonight's home opener between the Salem Quakers and the Marlington Dukes. Along with Gary Goddard, this is Todd Bell. And Gary, the Quakers last week, well, they lost a tough one. We've talked about it with Coach Bourne already. A difficult loss to the West Branch Warriors in a game that really, maybe Salem didn't generate a lot of offense, but defensively they did not play bad. The touchdowns they gave up were really in results of penalties.
Well, yeah, the Quakers just handed that on a silver platter to the Warriors last week, and Coach Bourne, the first to admit it. You look at the stats, he wasn't even real pleased with the way that the Quakers played. He's not pleased with the way they played, even including the two scrimmages. So he had the kids out working hard this week, and I've heard they've had a good week of practice, but they're a little tired after what happened last week. So Quakers need to rebound tonight against a Marlington Duke team that they gave them trouble in the first half last year. The Quakers turned their season around at halftime, and really that's what boosted them on into the season.
Marlington comes in with a record of 1-0. They might not be the patsy in the Northeastern Buckeye Conference this year. They've been beaten up the last couple of years, but as we look at their team, they've got a couple of 3-year starters and a bunch of 2-year starters. Quarterback Marcus Coldsnow, good arm, but maybe a better runner. Did run for over 300 yards last season. Ball will also be in the hands of running back Bo Balderson, 500 yards last year. But if Coldsnow needs to throw, he's got 3 good wide receivers in Todd Franks, Jason Lilly, Trent McElvain, and tight end Andy Franks. And defensively, Marlington has improved as well, but they will miss two-way starter junior Matt Denson. He is both an offensive player on the line, a linebacker. He's out with a back injury. And also tonight they're going to miss their fullback, Keith McFarland, who comes into tonight's game injured. Coach Sharkey made no indication to us that he was not going to play tonight. He is not in uniform. He's in civilian clothes, and he's going to be replaced tonight by Josh Allen. Allen is a junior, and he will be making his first start tonight. So we'll keep our eyes on that as well. Maybe more of the bulk of the load will go in Bo Balderson's direction. Gary, you mentioned briefly about last year, the Quakers a winner, 35-21. Mentioned with Coach Bourne in the pregame, might have been the turning point of last season as they were down 21-7 at the half.
Well, it was at 28 unanswered points in the second half. Corey Bellini especially caught fire for the Quakers. The whole team did. Jason Humphreys, however, had a 21-yard touchdown run, and the Quakers just dominated that second half, the third and the fourth quarters. As a matter of fact, Quakers got 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone to really put it away. But you got Marcus Coldsnow back, and he's one of those players, we've been saying that name for years, and much like basketball, Will Klusnick for Canfield. I mean, him and Balderson, we've seen a lot of him, and I think the Quakers do catch a break with McFarland out tonight, because if there's one thing when you look at the Marlington Duke team as they come out and they stand along the sidelines, they don't have a lot of numbers. They've got a lot of two-way players, and depth is a problem. And you mentioned Denson out with a back injury, and also now with McFarland out, their numbers are really hurting here, seriously.
Gary, last week the Salem Quakers offensively in the ball game, total offense, they had 200, or I should say, rushing the ball, they had 91 yards, throwing the ball 107. Total offense in the ball game right around the 200-yard mark. But last week they did not run the ball particularly well, as we were accustomed to seeing the last couple of seasons.
Well, a lot of that is, too, the rushing game is directly affected by your offensive line, too. And it takes a game or two to get that offensive line to gel. Quakers had some holes to fill on the offensive line, and that can only improve as the year goes on, finding some holes for Humphreys and Fritz Davis and McLaughlin and company.
Salem last week, as I mentioned, 107 yards passing, as Martin was 6 of 14. We did see Salem throw the football a little bit more last week than they'd had the previous year. They only averaged 5 passing attempts per ball game last year, and already in the first game we saw 14 pass attempts.
14 pass attempts. A lot of that also was because the Quakers were down in the second half. They were down, 14, 21 points. They had to pass. So if the Quakers get a lead tonight, what your plays are is really dictated by the score. If you've got a big lead, you're going to run the ball more, try to take time off the clock. But last week, you're right, Todd. The year before that, almost 92% of the Quakers' plays were rushing. And last week, the Quakers passed a little more. And Jim Martin, he did pretty well last week, too. He showed some zip on that ball, and he gets it in there. And again, the offensive line has to give him time to throw it.
It's a brisk night tonight. Boy, not what you would think is the second week of the high school football season, but it's a great night for the players to play football. The fans are sweaters and jackets tonight. The umbrellas have been tucked away as the light drizzle that was falling during the pregame warm-ups appears to have subsided. Marlington last year just 2-8. They have a new head coach in Jeff Sharkey. This is his first year as a head coach. He comes from the Louisville system, so comes from a winning program. 1-0, a career record at the school. Marlington has never been to the state playoffs, and in 29 years they didn't have a winning record until a couple of years ago when Jeff Wendorf took the team to a 6-4 record, and it was very competitive. Last year, Marlington finished 6th in the Northeastern Buckeye Conference with just a record of 2-5, and they are in Division III, Region 11. The Quakers will take the field in the home black uniforms. New tops this year for Salem, and they're much more radio friendly, I can tell you that much. Big, bright white numbers, and with the black tops, the black helmets, the white S, and the red stripes down the middle. The Marlington Dukes come out with black pants and white tops with black numbers trimmed in orange, and the black helmets with the white M on the side. And the Marlington Dukes really ready to get things going here tonight, as they feel that they had one get away from them last year against Salem. And they are going to come out and be ready to go, as they're going to want a piece of the Quakers, while Salem just as hungry, Gary. They did not want to lose that game last year. This was a team that certainly thought that they could equal last year's record, if not better it, at 8-2. And already they're in the hole at 0-1. But did start out the year 0-1 last year and still finished 8-2.
Well, yeah, I was talking to some of the kids this week, too, and they said, West Branch didn't prove that they were any better than us. They just proved that they had less penalties last week. Yeah. And really, that's true. The penalties really hurt the Quakers. So they're going to be hungry. They've got something to prove this week. And I would not want to be the team that plays them this week. That is for sure. And the Dukes coming off a win against Waterloo. I believe that was 17-7. And on the road next week, I believe, to Champion. I did see a couple Champion purple coats here. So they're checking out the Dukes for next week.
The Dukes will be receiving. They'll be going right to left, and the Quakers will defend the north goal, going left to right. And Ian Harshman will be kicking off, and back deep it is Todd Frank for the Dukes, as well as Bo Balderson and Matt Showers. Hopefully the Showers will stay away the remainder of the evening. Ready to go here tonight, as week 2 of the high school football season is underway. Just waiting the official word from the head referee. He gives the signal. Harshman approaches the ball, and it's underway. Good kick from Harshman. It's going to be taken by Frank at his own 7-yard line. Frank to the 15, middle of the field, 20-25 to the 26-yard line. 19-yard return, and let's set the offense for the Marlington Dukes. Marcus Coldsnow is your quarterback. Number 12, he is a 5'10", 185-pound senior. Fullback, Josh Allen Jr., his first start at 5'6", 160. Bo Balderson at tailback, 5'10", 170, and a senior. We'll set the rest of the skill position players in a moment. T formation in the backfield on first down and 10 from the 26. And Coldsnow will throw on first down, looking for the tight end. Frank has to catch the 31. Driven out of bounds by the Quakers. Humphreys along with Eric Davis. It's going to be a completion on first down to Frank. Frank, the tight end, at 5'11", 175 pounds, and he is a senior. Joined by Todd Frank at wide receiver, 6', 175 at a senior. Jason Lilly at wide receiver, 5'8", 150 at a senior. And Trent McElvain as well, 5'9", 165 and a junior. They gain 9 on first down. Again, the T formation. Coldsnow from the 35-yard line turns and gives it to Balderson. He's got the first down. Dragging a tackler to the 41-yard line. First time the sticks are moved tonight. And Marlington will reset their offense at the 41-yard line.
That was a nice first play by the Dukes. A little play-action pass. Kind of froze the Quakers for a second. Jason Murray got a good lick on the quarterback, but nice completion. And on that play, that was reminiscent of what West Branch did against the Quakers last week. Just kind of ran it up the middle. The Quakers getting some contact early, but not bringing them down after a gain of 5.
Andy Conrad, the center, 5'9", 170, and a junior. The line after this play. Play fake on first down. Coldsnow again throws with the catches. Lilly at midfield makes his way into the 46-yard line. That is going to be another first down. Gary play fakes on first down again, getting a good play.
When you've got a 3-year starter like Cold Snow, who's probably started more games than anyone in Marlington history, Quakers going to see a lot more passing this week than they did last week against West Branch.
Rest of the line is Tony Nichols at offensive guard along with Bob Burnell. Chad Brady at 295, 5'11 senior is your tackle along with Jason Wade, 6'3", 225 and a senior. Handoff Boulderson, near side, stretched out. The Quakers having pinned down at the 50-yard line. Davis, Murray, and a host of others in there to help out make the tackle. Also Gabe Williams.
Also looked like 21 Eric Davis in there too. So a nice, Quakers did a good job in stringing that play out. Just nowhere to cut up the field. And give them a loss of 2 on that play. That'll be 2nd down and 12.
Quakers defense, Murray, Hoffman, Kolich, Wilson, Williams up front. Morrison and Stockton the linebackers. Jones, Hendershot, Fenema, McLaughlin in the secondary. On 2nd down and 12, play flake rolls right. Good protection now being flushed out. Cold Snow puts it up the middle of the field. Oh, he's hit hard at the 45-yard line. Good hit from Nick Bourne. And it's only going to be a gain of about 5, but we see the athleticism, Gary, of Marcus Cold Snow, pressured from the backside and was able to get upfield for 5 or 6 yards.
He actually bounced off that hard hit by Nick Bourne, and then he ran right into Chad Hoffman, who had a couple tough licks last week against West Branch. 3rd down and 7. The ball on the Quaker 44.
Near side receiver is Frank. And McElwain to the right. Cold Snow to throw. Looks and has Boulderson out of the backfield, and a fine hit by Hendershot at the 40 prevents Boulderson from getting the needed yards for a first down. It's only going to be a gain of 4. 4th down and 3 coming up for the Dukes.
Oh, and Hendershot did a wise thing there. He let him catch the ball, but he wouldn't let him get any extra yardage after that. You go for the interception a lot of times, and you'll get burned going the other way. So Hendershot knew that pass was going to be short of the first down mark and made the immediate open field tackle. Just a great play by Hendershot there.
Tony Nichols will snap, and he'll snap it to Andy Frank, the tight end, who will be the punter, as they punt on 4th down from the 40. Good snap, and Frank shanks this one off the right side of his foot to the 20, to the 10. It's going to be picked up by Eric Davis at the 7-yard line, makes his way to the 15. 8-yard return after the 33-yard punt. And let's check the Quakers offense. Quarterback 14 is Jim Martin, 6 foot 180-pound senior, starts his 2nd game today. Tailback is Jason Humphreys, 5'11", 165. And Humphreys a week ago for Salem finished, you can't even find that, the right stat page. 107 yards, no, that's not right, 73 yards last week, and he's going to get the carry on first down with some room to the middle. He's going to go! From the 15, Jason Humphreys on the misdirection play is going to go 85 yards, and the Quakers are on the scoreboard for the first time in 95.
Hello.
More yards on that play than he had last week once I finally found it in the stat page.
Yeah, by the time you found that play was over. I'll tell you what, great misdirection in the backfield. Martin took that handoff. I thought there was a problem in the backfield. No, he was just directing people, all sorts of confusion back there. And when Humphreys got it, he was gone.
It's going to be Ben Henniga to attempt the extra point out of the hold from Louis Angelo. Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. 8:20 to play in the first quarter. Quakers one play, and they lead it 7-0. You're listening to high school football on WSOM. play, 85 yards. 20 seconds is all it took, and the Quakers lead at 7-0, Gary, and that's a big play for the Quakers.
Boy, they much needed, too. The first touchdown of the season gets a little confidence boost going there, and Quakers lost time of possession last week against West Branch, first time in memory, going back to last year. And they may lose it tonight, but they may win the score. They keep that up.
The receivers bump into each other. It's Showers at the 10 on the kick return. Oh, and he's hit hard at the 23-yard line. 13 yards on the return for Showers.
Well, he fought with Todd Frank on that ball, and I bet after that hit, he wished Frank had taken it. He just kind of doubled over, and a wave of Quakers all over him.
Well, Gary, the Quakers have now outscored Marlington 35-0 since the first half of that game last year.
And they did it quickly that time.
Clock winding, 8 minutes and 5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. First down and 10 yards to go from the 22-yard line. T backfield. And on first down, it's Balderson up the middle, not much running room. Wrapping him up, Mike Kolich, with a host of others. Also Hoffman in there on the tackle. Second down and about 9 yards.
Sometimes a lot of times when a team makes a big offensive play, that just fires up the defense too. Marlington got a couple big first downs on that first drive of theirs, but they stalled. Let's see how the Quakers do on this series. Want to get them 3 and out and get that ball back in good position.
It's going to be Frank and McIlvain split to the near side. McIlvain is in the slot with the T backfield, and Cold Snow to throw on second down. Hit as he throw it. The ball lands short and incomplete. Looking for Todd Frank, and good pressure from the backside.
Like Nick Bourne got off the top of Cold Snow. As the Quakers not afraid to put some pressure on the senior quarterback.
If you're wondering, you have Todd Frank without an S, wide receiver for Marlington. Andy Franks is the tight end with an S, so I guess they're not related.
I would, no.
Unless somewhere along the line the family took away his S.
One went plural. I don't know.
3rd and 9. Wide out to each side. It's Lilly to the right. Now Balderson, the tailback, goes in motion to the right, and they hand it straight up the middle off to the fullback, Josh Allen. Gets across the 25, but not nearly enough for the first down as they try and cross up the Quakers. It did not work, and Salem's going to get the football back.
Well, last week against Salem West Branch, went 4 for 8 in third down conversions at a healthy 50% clip. And so far, the Quakers making a statement, forcing Marlington now 0-2 on third down conversions. Salem should get this in pretty good field position.
From the 26-yard line. Good, high snap, but Franks again shanks it off his foot, and it goes out of bounds at the 35. They even may mark it up closer.
7-yard punt.
Wow. Well, they're going to mark it at the 35. It's going to be a 9-yard punt. And I
don't think he would have got the first down on the punt, would there? Close.
So Salem's going to get it with 6:36 to go.
Well, this is the kind of gifts that Salem gave West Branch last week, and West Branch took advantage of it. Now it's up to the Quakers to do the same.
2 wide receivers on first down. And Martin will give it to Humphreys. Same play. This time they're going to stop it, but not after Humphreys is going to gain nearly 5. Let's try and set the Quaker offense. Eric Davis is the fullback. 5'10", 155, and a sophomore, along with Humphreys. Ryan Jones at a wide receiver, 6', 165, and he is a junior. Todd McLaughlin at the wingback, 5'11", 170, and a junior. We'll try and set the rest of the offense after this play. It's going to be a gain of 5 on first down. Second down, give us to Davis up the middle, slides through, going to be close to a first down. Heath Baker at center, 6'2", 235, and a junior. Justin Lucas at left guard, 5'10", 210, and a senior. Jim Morrison, 5'10", 200, and a senior at right guard. You've got Nick Irizarry at left tackle, 5'11", 245, and a senior. Mike Kolich, 6'2", 245, and a senior is your right tackle. And Josh Hendershot at tight end, 6'3", 200, and a senior. 4 yards for Davis on the second down carry. Third down and a short one for Salem. Martin turns, gives to Davis. First, it's going to be Humphreys. What's a fine play fake to Davis. Humphreys is going to be short of the first down as he needed to cross the 25 and did not get it.
A little doubt that the Quakers will go for it here with the ball on the 25-yard line. Too far for a field goal, and no sense punting it from here because you only odds are bring it out to the 20. So the Quakers will go for it on 4th and 1. And last week, not very successful on 4th downs.
I don't believe they had
0-3.
Yep. So they need the 24. It's going to be McLaughlin to the near side, Jones to the left. Davis and Humphreys are split. In the wing tee, it's Davis, the fullback. Nope. Not going to get it. McIlvain tied him up along with Allen, and the Dukes are going to get the football back.
Too much traffic there in the middle. Marlington did a good job in clogging that up. And Todd, just to show you the numbers problems that the Dukes have, right after that 4th down play, one substitution came off the sideline to come in for the offense. So these boys are going to be tired come the 4th quarter.
First down and 10 yards to go for Marlington. Wide out to each side with 4.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. And Cold Snow to throw has Balderson through his hands. And again, Gary Balderson, or I should say Cold Snow, the quarterback, was decked after he threw the ball.
They're putting some nice pressure on Cold Snow, and that time they're forcing him to throw it a little early. Pass went through the hands that time of Todd Frank. And he took a lick.
It'll be 2nd down for Marlington. The ball resting at the 25-yard line. Frank to the near side and McIlvain to the right. Balderson, Allen in the backfield on 2nd down and 10. And the play fake, Cold Snow to throw. Down the right sideline has the tight end Andy Franks. He's got the first down, 36-yard line. That's a good throw, and again, Cold Snow was hit from behind. Left-handed quarterback, and he was popped from behind that time.
That time he came up holding the small of his back. He's okay, though, but nice play fakes. They're freezing the Quakers just long enough to get that ball, to allow Cold Snow enough time to get that ball to his wide receivers.
11 yards and a first down. Cold Snow 4 of 6 in the opening quarter so far, 36 yards. It'll be Lilly to the near side and Frank to the right. Balderson lines up at a wing. Single back is Allen. On first down and 10. Cold Snow turns, hands it off to Allen up the middle, and he's going to wiggle his way forward to the 39-yard line. And a gain of about 3 yards. Gary, last week on first down plays, West Branch almost, well, let's see if I can find it. They gained 5 yards on their first down play alone last week. Or I should say, let's try that again. 4.2 yards. Salem had 5 yards on first down plays, but West Branch did a good job last week on first down. Salem would like to try and slow that down.
Oh, and first down is the key. You need to get good yardage on first down.
2nd down and 8. Cold Snow to throw, pressured, and he'll be sacked back at the 32-yard line. Murray had the initial pressure and flushed him up in the pocket, where 3 Quakers, Hoffman, I believe Bourne, and I can't get the...
Gabe Williams.
Okay. So the Quakers with 4 people getting pressure that time on the quarterback, Cold Snow, and it's going to be 3rd down.
So let's see what the Quakers do here. Marlington now 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. This is 3rd and 13, ball on the 34. The Quakers up 7-0 here in the first.
2 wide receivers near side, 1 to the right on 3rd down. With time, Cold Snow looks down the middle, has Frank with the catch, 45-yard line, tries for the sideline. He is brought down, and Morrison makes the tackle, but not before the Dukes pick up a first down. They're 2nd on this drive.
Well, Ryan Jones slipped and fell on coverage that time, left the wide receiver open, and Cold Snow wiggled away again. Took a lick after the pass, but that'll move the sticks. A big 3rd down conversion for the Dukes. Moves the ball into Salem territory.
Clock down to 2:34. T backfield, and they'll run the option. Cold Snow brought down by Murray at the 39. Bourne also in there on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down with the ball at the 39-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards on first down.
That'll be a play that the Dukes will use often, I'm sure, especially with Cold Snow, as fine a running back, a running quarterback as he is.
And with McFarland, the fullback, out.
Yeah, when you've got a quarterback that can run, that just throws a kink in the defensive armor, because now they've got to send a guy specially for Cold Snow in running situations like that.
2nd and 7 from the Salem 39. Balderson to the right side, being flushed out, but boy, got a hole and upfield. First down to the 30-yard line. Quakers were trying to string him out and somehow found a seam and got a first down.
Well, things look good for Salem on that play to start off. Looked like Balderson was going to lose some yards, but I don't know how he squiggled out of that one, but he did get a first down. And that'll put the ball right on the Salem 30.
4 carries, 14 yards for Balderson. 5 first downs now for Marlington in their 2 possessions with 1:40 to go in the opening quarter.
It was really the first good running play Marlington's had tonight.
Lilly near side, Frank to the right. On 1st and 10. And Cold Snow. Play fake, turns, throws, has Lilly with the catch, the 25 to the 23. And he is brought down by Brian Pizon for the Quakers in the secondary.
Again, 3 players from Salem all over Cold Snow. Cold Snow not that big a kid at 5'10", and he had Jason Murray in his face. Murray's 6'3", and there was a couple other Quakers there. It's going to be hard for Cold Snow to look over all that traffic and throw the ball in there.
Well, I talked with Coach Sharkey about what type of passing package they had, whether it was a rollout or a straight drop back. He said they can do both, but they like to drop back. And even though Cold Snow is only 5'10", 2nd down and 3, and a handoff to Balderson. Up the middle, breaks a tackle, 20 to the 15. He is brought down by Gabe Williams, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Balderson with the carry to the 19-yard line and a first down.
Clock ticking down, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This might be the last play, barring an incomplete pass.
Cold Snow looks to throw on first down over the middle. Frank just over his outstretched fingertips. I'm a little surprised they have thrown this much in the first quarter. Already 9 pass attempts, but with the quarterback, this is the 4th year that he has been a starter. 30th consecutive start. He's got some experience, and he certainly has looked good throwing the ball.
Oh, yeah, Frank found a nice little seam, it looked like, in the zone secondary there. It was just overthrown, and the Quakers again trying to put pressure on Cold Snow. Did stop the clock with 27 to go.
From the Salem 14 on 2nd down. And Cold Snow will run the option to the right, nowhere to go. Quakers a good job, stop him at the 12. He could not make that pitch and had to put his head forward and get as much as he could, which was only 2 yards.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and long again, 3rd and 9. This time, however, the ball on the Quaker, let's call it 18-yard line.
Well, make it to the 12.
Okay, not 5 off.
Then that'll do it for the quarter. 7-0 Quakers, and Salem has only run 4 plays. Correct that. They've run 5 plays, but they lead the ball game 7-0 after 1 quarter. We'll be back for the second quarter. This is high school football on WSOM.